Hello there folks, it's me RJB from RJB TV and welcome back to the channel where today we're going to continue on with 458 against Burgersasu, and the score so far between these two players is one win for Burgersasu, who won the very first game at Terran against Protoss, and then 458 won 2 games in a row, a Protoss against Zerg and a Protoss against Terran. Let's switch over to the match itself and introduce our players on their locations. Got Burgersasu here on the white-pink Terran on the top right corner of the map. And on the bottom right corner, we've got 458 playing the Protoss yet again. Got the score there on the top, and we are operational. Can Burgersasu make a comeback here in this best of 5, or is he gonna crash and fall right here, right now, in this 4th game? Does he still have a chance? Well, 458 would rather have, but Burgersasu does not have a chance. He's gonna do everything within his power to make sure Burgersasu is not gonna claw himself back into a tie where both players have 2 wins each, and we will be going to game number 5. What's gonna happen? Burgersasu is out for revenge. He's out to right the wrongs that happened to him in the last game, where he got Reaver drop not once, but twice, and paid the price, and it sure was a price to pay. He lost the game. So now we're gonna, let's hotkey the map. I haven't hotkeyed the map yet. So now we can jump over, back and forth from top corner to bottom corner. Both players starting out with a command center and a nexus first, so early game action is not on the menu. That is pretty damn sure, because how are you going to rush if you got nothing to rush with? So both players are going to comfortably build up their economy with that command center and nexus first build order. Triple barracks are coming out from Burgersasu, who's going to get double gas after this probably as well. Whereas 458 got the gateway there on the way, cannon on the way in the front. He's doing the most standard corner spawn build order you can possibly imagine on a fastest map. He's going straight into economy, going straight into technology, and going straight into drops. Most likely what we're going to see, and it's also arguably 458's single best playstyle. Shuttle drops, non-stop, from all directions, come across the map, aiming to kill the workers or just anything that stands in his way. So yeah, double gas there coming out. Well, it's a single gas actually, not a double gas. Sometimes players go double gas after they get their command center so early on at the start. Sometimes they don't. And both players kind of seeing everything, both players kind of knowing exactly what the opponent has. And 458 now should know that there is a little bit of a shorter timer on how fast he's got to do significant amounts of damage to Burgersasu. Burgersasu with that very early command center is going to grow faster than if he had gone for barracks before the command center. Now, of course, another question is going to be, is Burgersasu going to go for a 3rd command center early on, or is he going to get one kind of later into the game, after the 7 or 8 or 9 minute mark? Because that changes the pace at which he grows a lot. The faster he's got more SCVs, the faster he's going to grow big. And the same counts here for 458. Is he going to go for a 3rd nexus, or is he going to go for robotics early on? He's actually getting a lot of cannons there in the front, more pylons as well, so triple cannon, robo there in the front as well. I'm not sure which building the robo is. He's walling off the front, actually, with the robo. A slightly interesting little thing. Going for triple gateway early on. No Citadel of a Dune. Wait, where's the Citadel of a Dune? It's over here on the bottom. He does have a Citadel of a Dune. I'm wrong. I'm spreading fake news. I'm lying. I'm lying through my teeth. So double robo there in the front. SV is still running in circles. There's no Dragoon on the way, so the SV is going to stay alive for a little while longer. Whereas Burgersasu is going to go for triple starport right off the bat. Isn't even going to get a machine shop. He's just going to go for a triple Wraith to snipe those shuttles out of the air. Got a small little Zelda attack that are coming across the map to try and walk into the base to see what Burgersasu's up to. Don't think he'll be able to, though, because there's a couple Marines that are in between, blocking and sealing off the entrance. And if 458 had seen those starports, he would have had a lot of information on what Burgersasu is doing. He might even be able to switch over from going for shuttle drops. He might switch over to a stronger, bigger ground army. Because all these raids that are going to be coming out from those starports, of course, do mean we're going to be seeing a lot less tanks. A lot less tanks. A lot of raids, almost no tanks. And Dragoons are pretty good in that situation. Dragoons, Zealots, and even Templars. He's even lifting up his barracks. Guys, he's playing this as a minimalist. And there we got the third command center. I think he started at about 4:30. Got a scanner in the back, getting double armory already, switching over into mech right after going for triple starport. And 458 doesn't know that raids are going to be hunting down that shuttle. He already scanned to see when it spawns. Double Reavers on the way. Raids are going to be flying over soon as well to intercept that shuttle and shut down the attack. Got Zealot speed there on the way on the bottom side and shuttle speed as well. No level 1 attack there for the Zealots. No shield either. So I'm not too sure what 458 is going to follow this up with. But he's moving across the map. Burgersasu got a very small, tiny army. Building a wall there in the front. Zealots are coming across the map. He's got one Marine there in the front to spot out what's coming. And he sees a lot of Zealots. Speed not yet finished up. Spots the shuttle there with the barracks. Raids are coming in to take it down there though. Reavers unloading in the front. There's no tank there though. So the Reavers are actually going to be capable of doing quite some damage. One Reaver goes down. Reaver number 2 there shoots a couple of shots. Bunker goes down in the front. Gets a shot up on a couple of Marines. And now a small amount of Marines fighting against a pretty big number of Zealots with speed. Cruising in, getting us around. Burgersasu is being pushed to his limits here. He's playing this on bare bones, minimalist strategy, minimalist units. He's playing with the raids though. The raids are going to keep him alive. And the medics are not going to die because the medics keep healing themselves against those cute little side blades. Trying to puncture through their suits, but not going to happen. Not going to happen. So yeah. Now 458 knows that Burgersasu went all out on the race. The tank is on the way. Got double air armor on the way. Double air. He's getting ship weapons and ship plating. So he is going to transition into mech, but he's going to go with delayed mech upgrades. He's going to rely entirely on raids. Dragoons in the situation would be absolutely amazing. An observer and some Dragoons. Tanks are going to get siege mode soon though. He's getting mines and bolter speed as well. Maybe he already has siege mode. He's getting a lot of factory assault at the same time. He's going all in on the shuttles here though. There's 2 more robots that are coming out for 458. And 458 break to the front. And supply depots not going to supply block Burgersasu though. He's almost blocked. Building some new depots very quick. Scans the entire base of 458. Well, not the entire base, scans his top portion there, sees the triple Stargate. Stargates are amazing for Corsairs, because Corsairs are amazing against raids. Raids kind of terrible against Corsairs, unless you split up the raids. If you don't split them up, the Corsairs absolutely melt through the raids as if they're made of butter. Pure butter in a hot frying pan, just melting, boiling, cooking. Who knows what the Corsair is cooking? I can smell it. Can you smell it? Toasted Wraith. So more Vultures coming out. Only has 1 machine shop. Not really going for a lot of tanks. This is kind of an interesting and unique approach from Burgersasu that I haven't really seen anyone do before. This is really, really heavy on the raids. Relying on mines to keep 458 out of his base. This is kind of smart, but it also seems kind of risky. This seems very difficult to pull off successfully. So is he going to pull this one off? I don't know. Does 458 have a proper answer to this? Or does Burgersasu have a proper answer to what 458 is cooking up here in his base? It's a mass shuttle drop. Already 5 courses finished up, 3 more on the way. It's going to be mass courses with observers to take down those raids. And a shuttle drop to follow up right on that. There's not much here in the base they can shoot into the air. No Goliaths, not a lot of turrets. Burgersasu is really playing this on bare bones. And Burgersasu makes the first move. Of course, he has left the base, so he saw that with the scan. scans them again. There's no observer on the scene, so all the Corsairs are dead and gone. Burgersasu with a proactive move spots a weakness in what 458 is doing and punishes him for it right away. Doesn't waste time sitting around, immediately goes for the punishment. So upgrades are finally on the way there for those gateway units, still on 0, 0, 0. Those rates are on 1, 1 at the moment. Got 2 more armories for tank upgrades also. So he can get 4 upgrades at the same time. Needs a little bit more gas, a little bit more minerals on 65 SCVs in total against 83 probes from 458. 458 now sending more courses across. This time around he does have those observers to at least detect those rates. Will 6 Corsairs be enough to kill all the rates? I don't know. Is 458 gonna proactively move into the Corsairs? Yeah, he is. He's moving forward. The shuttle drop is still being prepared. Corsairs kind of split up by themselves. Goes in for the attack on the raids. There's a lot of raids getting us around. A couple of raids do go down, but the Corsairs simply outnumbered. So the raids all do stay alive. It's a lot of raids. I think there's 2 groups. Not sure if it's 24, but I think it's about 18 or 20. Not exactly sure how many raids there are. There's a double drop leaving the base. One going over the left side, the other one is going to go from the bottom side. There's a lot of vision here though on this 3 o'clock spawn location. So Burgersasu is going to see it, and he's going to snipe it with his raids. That is for sure. The Wraith technology here has effectively shut down 458's drop strategy. I think 458 might have benefited from just going straight into Zelda Dragoon with observers to kill those mines. And just walk right into the base, kill everything here on the scene. Oh. Burgersasu made a small little mistake. Raids in the wrong location. They do come back home though, but the shuttle's arriving on the scene. They're gonna unload, storming on those SCVs. SCVs most largely going down. Only 46 still alive, storming on the raids as well. While raids are going down, his supply drop from about 150 or 160 down to 133. So Burgersasu taking heavy losses. Luckily he's got a small little bank there though. He's got triple command center number 4 almost finished up. And he still has a lot of raids, but not a lot of tanks. Actually, only 2 tanks. He's playing this very interestingly. And 458 now has maximum production capacity going and rolling. So he could be able to switch from a mass drop into a mass attack very quickly and easily. The raid still flying back and forth, being proactive, not wasting and sitting about in the base while recovering his economy on 55 SCVs. He's got about 10 factories at the moment, 7 startboards, 1 science facility, getting upgrade level 2 for those ship weapons and ship armor, getting level 1 attack for his tanks and vultures, level 1 armor as well. Base is kind of... he's really playing his bare bones. He's really relying on those raids. There's not a lot of turrets there on the scene. Raids coming in. Corsairs fighting. Corsairs hitting hard. Raids to win the fight in the end, but lost about half the raids to a small, tiny group of Corsairs. Just goes to show that Corsairs really are the bane of the Wraith. A thorn in their side. Shuttle drop there flying over the middle. Gets spotted out by mines. Raids repositioning to intercept. He's got a vessel there as well to maybe EMP. I'm not quite sure what the deal is with the vessel, but it looks like it could EMP on the shuttles or on the Templars. Twice sniping those shuttles out of the air. Arrives in the backside there though because there's too many shuttles. Cities there running away. About 8 of them do go down. There's... oh, another storm, and he kills the rest of those 4 SCVs. Burgersasu getting destroyed here. There's zealots in the... Burgersasu just playing his way too risky. This seems so extremely risky. If those raids were Valkyries though, oof, you could take those shuttles out of the air so easily. Now the upside of raids against Valkyries of course is that raids can hit units on the low ground. They can defend against those zealots and dragoons. Valkyries would not be able to, but with Valkyries those drops would not be connecting on the backside. Oh, hiccup. Hiccup. So the Corsairs once again get taken down. Another... no, it's not a big drop. He does have a lot of units here in the front. He's got 4 shuttles on the way. He's got carrier capacity also being researched. So he might switch over into carriers after another successful drop and frontal mass attack. out there scouting the base. He's only 3 tanks, 4 vultures. That's not a whole lot of real estate to defend with. Not a lot of capital here on the scene. At least he's got a completely filled out base though. Like he's got 10 factories. He's got enough starports, or so I think. Corsairs moving out once again. Shuttles going towards the cannons where they're safe from those raids. So 458 is building control. Getting control with those cannons here. Limiting the playing range and the effectiveness of those raids by simply building cannons to get control and keep those raids away. Shuttles coming in. This time around though, they do get intercepted there by the raids. Storms on the raids, they do lose some HP, but not a whole lot. Burgersasu cuts himself some slack by not losing his economy again. But now a small little frontal attack there, getting on top of those tanks. One upgrades there on the zealots, pretty strong. There's one upgrade there on the tanks as well, getting level 2-2. Trying to micro away. Finds a pretty good spot where the zealots cannot advance, so the zealots pull back into the middle. And Burgersasu starts to push. With 140 supply, loses a couple raids there to the cannons. Another mass attack that are moving out from 458. Still make Corsairs to try and kill those raids once and for all. Burgers has on 56 SCVs. His gas is a little bit low. His minerals are also a little bit low. He cannot really consistently produce from every single building at the same time. And here comes the attack from the fronts. Templars storming on the vultures and the tanks. Tanks getting blown out of the water. And so are the raids. Most of the raids do stay alive there though, but lost a lot of them. Now there's only zealots here left in the base. Mines being placed. Mines not exploding. Mines will not explode. Templars storming. Templars missing the storm. Great dodge there from Burgersasu. Now tanks spawning to flank on those zealots, but the zealots are pretty great in number. And another drop there already. Oh, it's Corsairs. Corsairs leaving the base to try and take down those raids that are helping Burgersasu survive and defend. Corsairs there on the side. Shuttle drop there in the front, being sent out. More Corsairs on the way. He's not going for carriers at all. He is getting a lot of air upgrades though. Raids lose the fight, but I think they took down 5 or so raids. He's just slowly reducing the amount of raids in play on the map. The raids have been keeping Burgersasu alive, but have been unable to effectively shut down those shuttle drops. Another shuttle drop there coming in, starts unloading, they're on the scene. He's getting right next to the SCV, storms on the SCV, oh, misses the SCVs. Very close call. He's got 2 more temples there on the side though, trying to move forward, but can't get close enough. Storming on the vultures, can't get the kills. So his SCVs there though do stay alive. They do stay alive. Burgersasu is somehow surviving on a very small base. Still almost no turrets whatsoever anywhere at all. Another drop there coming over the bottom side of his base. Mines spawning it out. Corsairs hunting down the raids. The raids are pretty much ineffective. And all the units have moved to the front, nothing in the back. Shuttles arriving on the scene because there's no raids to take them down. Start storming on the SCVs. SCVs running away. A lot of the SCVs do go down. Ooh, great quadruple storm. And there's more storms. Kills every single SCV that was on the minerals. So now he's only got SCVs there on the gas. Units are coming back to the minerals, trying to kill whatever's left here in the backside. And another drop is already leaving the base. Well, that's a Corsairs. These Corsairs keep tricking me. I keep thinking that they're shuttles, but they're Corsairs hunting down those raids. There's a couple more raids still left alive here in the base. There's observers there to detect them. And there's Corsairs hanging in the base, ready to take them down as soon as they spawn. So we stopped making raids. Shuttle drop there comes in. Has to pull those SVs to safety. They're not hotkeyed though. Storm them all to death, and that is GG. Burgersasu gets demolished once again. And that means that we are gonna see game number more games than 5 games, arguably. Arguably more games. I mean, this is a best of 7 now because we already have 3 wins for 458. And he did that one really expertly. It was really well played. Burgersasu tried something really interesting. It almost worked if only he could take down those shuttle drops. And he couldn't. He couldn't take down those shuttle drops. It just wasn't happening. Now 458 just goes for a pretty standard but very effective approach. Corsairs to take down those raids and win himself the game. Not easily, it did take some effort, but he was never in danger. Burgersasu was always on the back foot, always fighting hard to survive. So I hope to see you return for game number 4 in the game number 5 in the very near future. I'm going to have to reduce the size of this overlay here because it's not going to fit into the box if we're going to game number 6 and 7. And it's not going to fit. So I'll have to fix that. Yeah, thanks for watching. It was RJB TV here for RJB TV. That sounds kind of stupid. But anyway, thanks for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, leave a subscribe, and please do return for match number 5 to see if 458 is going to definitively win this, or if Burgersasu is going to make a comeback and claw himself back to a best-of-7 victory. He has to win 3 games in a row. It's hard, but it's definitely possible.